Well, ladies and gentlemen, watching at home, welcome to another night of racing. It's the final round of this season, and what a final round it is. We have still the championship to be decided here in Category 2 for the RLH in Season 8. And let's see how that will unfold during this qualification session and of course during the race today here at the Brazil Grand Prix for the RLH. Really curious to see what this race will bring us and who takes the championship. It's going between the Butcher in the Red Bull and of course Bruma in the Williams, who put up on a great show this season. It's Bruma who is leading by 2 points now, and there we have Butcher 2 points behind it. Curious to see what those guys can do today, and let's head on to the qualification. And it looks like we have one of the AlphaTauris who were in front of this qualification session. And do you have any predictions? Please let us know in the chat, and please let us know as well if the sound is alright and that you can hear everything loud and clear. Here we are on board with Andrew, who is starting his first hot lap here in Brazil. And it's already getting really busy up on track, and everybody wants to get out soon. But I have heard that it's a dry qualification session, but also a dry race. Although it looked a little bit cloudy here in Brazil, it's still a dry qualification session, but also a dry race. Here we are on board with the Andrew. A little bit of a lack of right front, but it's minor, so he can still continue his lap. There he goes a little bit wide in my opinion, but can he still do it there for his lap? It's Andrew who's the first one to set a lap time yet here. Oh, and he almost lost there, a little bit oversteering. Here we are onto the long straight where we're definitely going to see some action during the race. What's the lap time he has been able to set here? So 1.7725. Let's see who is the first one behind him. I think it's one of the McLarens. I'm sorry. And here we have Livingwell. What can the Livingwell guy from Sweden do? 1.765. We got Lucis as well pointing it now, and I think we have Florian here going. But do we also already see our championship contenders up here? Well, Bruma is still to set his lap time, and Bruma sets the first time now in this qualification session. I missed it because I was searching for the guy there, but he is now P1, and if he is P1 today, he will claim the championship. With only 2 points in front of the Butcher, but it's only 2 points, so it's not done yet. What can the Bruma do in this first run here on the Brazilian Grand Prix? The Butcher is doing great the last couple of races. He had a little bit of period he was achieving a little bit less, but he's doing a great job. And oh yeah, here he goes, a 17.038, pointing out P1 for now. What a great qualification battle we're seeing here. It's now the Butcher in 1 and Bruma in 2. But I'm really looking forward to see what the other guys can do. Chalker is on the medium tire, already improving, so curious to see what he can do. Is there any other guys going for a hot lap? I don't know. Let's stay with Schalkes here, because he was improving in Sector 1. Let's hope the Racing Point gets out of the way, and yes, he does. Also a great qualification session yet for the both Racing Points there. Former Force Indias, but now in the pink Mercedes, is driving as Racing Point here. Oh, and it looks like Chalke is... No, I thought he is not going to pit, but what can he do? Really great lap time, and that on the medium tires, a 1.7.296. And I'm definitely thinking that we are going to see 106 right here. The Butcher still in P1. And I think we have Brent is the first one to set a lap time from the guys who are not in the pit yet. And for the chat watching at home, what are your predictions? Who is going to take the championship in C2 for today and this season? Really curious to find out what you guys are thinking. Here we are with Brent putting on the medium tires in the Alfa Romeo. Brent doing a great job also in the second half of the season. He definitely is aiming for the win in the last race of C2 this season. Putting out a purple sector 2. Now going on to the long straight, DRS open. Let's see what Brent can do in his first run here. Taking P3 from Sminotla. Great job from him, putting him into now P3 with a 107.153. Do we have any other guys on their fast lap? I think it's Rika here, just about to finish his lap in a 1.77. Andrew on a hot lap. Lucis on his out lap. And Florian as well. What can Andrew do here? There it is, DRS open, onwards to the finish line. Not taking the tightest line there, it's a 109. I definitely don't think this was his half lap. I think he's trying another one. Manline Donkey just started his hot lap, and I think, well, Brent is definitely going to pit there. What can Big Bear do here? He's definitely improving. Oh, he invalidated his lap, unfortunately for him. Our Finnish driver here into the McLaren, and is he going for directly another run? No, he's pitting there. What can his teammate Livingwall do? I don't think he is going for another lap. Here we are on board with Andrew. And is Bruma out as well? If that's the case, yes, and I just think he just started his hot lap. On board here in the home Grand Prix of Bruma here. Can he take the championship home in the home Grand Prix? In his home race here in Rio de Janeiro. He got a little bit of traffic on his way. Maybe he can take advantage of it when going on to the straight. When Bruma finishes his lap, we are directly switching to the Butcher, who is not far behind him. Here we are on board with Bruma. No, he's calling it today. What can the Butcher do? He is improving his first lap time. Can he push it under the 6? Clay, you can still join me as co-com for the race if you want to. Here we are on board with Butcher, with DRS about to be opened right here, and he is calling it. Oh no, he's definitely continuing, taking a really tight line, touching the barrier, and it's a first 106.991. Really great job from our driver from the Netherlands, putting in a better lap time and standing steady on the P1 for now. But what can those Haas drivers do? They have been proven to be really fast. Here on board with Chalkes. And it looks like he's going to take the pole away from the Butcher. And he does. A 106.833 half a second quicker than his previous lap. Great job from him. What can Brent do? Brent just started his lap. Take a look at Daluka as well. Great job from the driver in the Mercedes. What can Alex do in the racing point? A 107, not bad from him. And what can his teammate Liam do there? And man, I'm excited for the race today here. Ready for the championship battle. Who is going to take the final win and the final win of the championship? Here it goes with Liam, not improving himself. Unlucky for him. Let's hop on with Brent, who invalidated his first lap. Can we hop on with somebody who is still out and on a hot lap? I don't think so. Maybe it's Nugget. No, he isn't. Is Brent doing another lap on those soft tires here? Well, if this was the case and if the qualification so far is the end result, the Butcher will take the championship. Brent invalidated again, so he will be not doing another lap. Maggot is not doing as well, but I think Living Well is. No, he invalidated already. Do we have other guys on an out lap? Yes, it is Lucist. Maybe one of the Ferrari guys, or the Skipski dude. No, definitely not. Yeah, look at here. We have the Sminotla in the Haas. Proves himself to be fast on the medium tire already, and he is improving. Also managing your tire during the race and not getting into any trouble with breaking front wings or other kind of damage you can get is really important for the Butcher and Bruma as well. Keeping your car steady and not damaged to aiming for the top title here. Purple sector here for Sminotla, doing a really great fast hot lap. What can he do? He's going to take a very tight line here onto the left. And it's 106.768, putting him into P1 and setting the Butcher to 3 and Bruma to 4. Great job from the driver into the Haas. Let's see, what can Daluka do? And do we have men like Donkey on a hot lap as well? Yes, we have. And he's the first one to cross the finish line. So let's hop on board with the second William drivers here. He's 8/10 up in the second sector, so he needs a good third one. He's calling it a day. Fiscal staying into the pits. Here we are with Andrew, who invalidated his lap. So let's hop on with Daluka here. We have only 3.5 minutes left here for this qualify. What can Daluka do? So 1.7.136, a P6 for him. Decent result from the Mercedes driver there. And now it's getting really busy, and for me, really difficult to watch what is happening on track. Well, I don't think we have to bet on Fiscal to set a lap time there, so let's see if we got some guys on their hot laps there. And I think it is Maggot, the first one to set a lap time. Here goes the Renault driver, who is currently P11, and he won't be happy with that result. Taking a wider line through turn 1. Kenny takes up the momentum here onto the first DRS straight on this circuit. And we have Lucis doing really great job separating Bruma and the Butcher there. It's Bruma who is out on track already, the Butcher. So after Maggot finishing his hot lap, we are definitely switching directly back to the Butcher. Well, I'm switching back to the Butcher for now. Can he sharpen that 106 more down and to get himself some, maybe gaining a position here? Almost at the end of P2, sector 2, and he's up 63,000 there. Hundreds, I'm sorry. 6300s onto the final straight here. Only 2 minutes to go here in Brazil. And Maggot putting out a P3 for there. Can the Butcher go underway that? No, he can't. He's definitely improving, but not enough to get P3. Here we have Bruma on his outlap. We're switching just in a second to him. Do we have any other guys here? We have Big Bear. Not yet. Here we are with Rika. What can the Renault driver do? He is definitely improving. And look how close it is today. It's 1 second between P1 and P17 for now. Exciting qualification session we have, and it's the last qualification session of the season, and the guys are giving it everything today. It's Bruma who started his hot lap there. The last one of this season for the William driver there. And what can Rika do in his Renault? A 14th place, heading back to Bruma there. Almost after sector 1. Can he improve himself? No, not yet, not yet. On to sector 2. The battle is between the Butcher in currently P4 in second place of this championship, and we have here Bruma, our leader in the championship. He is leading Bruma by 2 points. And what happened between the Butcher and Lucis? They're both, I hope they are retired and not disqualified there. And the Butcher did invalidate his lap. Can the guys... He is improving. It's amazing. A 106. But what can Sminot do? It's Chalkers for now. Into P1. And he's definitely proving himself to be really fast. He joined us during the season. That's why he isn't competing for the top tires here. We get Bruma retired from the session as well. Here we are with Sminot in the Haas driver there. And he puts it into where is he going? He's going to end P1, and he takes pole position here at the Brazilian Grand Prix. What can Brand do? No, he can't do anything. He invalidated his lap. And do we have some guys on the hot lap? Maybe Andrew. No, Andrew is done as well. Man like Duncan. And here we have it. Our final qualification session of this season. And it's going to be a very interesting one, because we have Sminotla in 1, Chalkers in 2, Brand at P3, Maggot in P4, and we got the Butcher in P5. Great job for the championship from him yet. We got Alex in the racing point, closing it in between the Butcher and Lucis. Lucis in 7, and we got Daluka at 8. Skisby in 9, and Bruma isn't going to be happy with P10 here on the last qualification session, on his home Grand Prix, and on the championship decider. Interesting to see what is going to happening during the race. Waiting till this session has ended, we continue to the race, the final race of Season 8, Category 2. And here we have it, the grid And it's the two Haas drivers again pointing it into P1 and 2, followed by Brent, Maggot, and the Butcher. Alex in P6, Lucid 7, DeLuca at 8, and Skipsby in 9. Bruma in P10, he won't be happy about that. And look how close it is. 17 is living well with a 1.7612. And our P1 is a 1.6579, 1.2 seconds between them. So really close. And we are seeing what we are seeing whole season. There is such a close category between all the drivers here. Here we are back in Brazil, and look at the sky. It's shining bright. The sun is shining really bright. It's blue, and we got a dry race ahead of us. So no worries about the weather, about the rain. But we have some worries about the championship, especially for Bruma starting into P10. He isn't going to be happy about his qualification session. And we got the Butcher in P5. He made a really good qualification session from him. Maybe he wanted to be more upfront, but he did what he had to do and stayed in front of Bruma. Only 2 points separating to these two drivers in the championship. So really curious to see what is going to happen. Here we are in the formation lap at the Autodromo José Carlos Pache in Brazil. Here we have the two Haas drivers in front. It's Minotla at P1, Chalkers into P2, Brandt in the Alfa Romeo in 3. We got Maggot in the Renault at 4. The Butcher, our second guy in the championship. The young Dutchman is in P5. We got Alex into P6 in the first racing point. Lucid in the first Alfa Tauri on the grid in P7. And we got DeLuca in the Mercedes. What a good qualification session from this driver here at P8. We got Skipsby in the Ferrari at P9. And we got Bruma, the leader in the championship, at P10. Interesting to see what he can do in the openings phase of the race there. Andrew in 11th place. Rika in 12th. We got Florian from Austria in P13. And we got Liam, the young Dutchman, in the racing point on the magical number 14. Big Bear into P50, not a great qualification from our driver from Finland. Men like Donkey in the Williams at 16. Our Swedish driver Livingwall is driving onto the hard tire at P17, and Fiscal onto the soft tire. What really surprises me, because normally he goes for the hardest tires and waits till the end of the race to get a switch back. But he's on the soft tires there into P18. Let's set up some telemetry for you guys, so we can see what everybody is doing here in Brazil. The drivers are lining up here for the last Grand Prix of this season. Season 8 for the RLH Racing League Cup Formula 1 Category 2. Who is going to take the championship? Who is going to be the man from C2? We're going to find out in 3/4 of an hour. And here we are, it's Tuesday, 13th of April, waiting for the lights to go on to kick off this Brazilian Grand Prix for the RLH F1 Season 8 Category 2. Here we are, we have the lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, we have 5 lights. And away we go for the final round of this season. And it looks like a really good job from the Haas drivers there. Both are really heading away there. Oh, tell me he's already fucking up again here. And it's the Butcher who gained a position there. And he's already in P4. It looks like a really great job from him. And we got a yellow in Sector 1. Hopefully everybody gets underway quite good. And that our championship contenders are safe through the first couple of corners here. And it looks like they are. And his Bruma gained up 2 positions already. And Rika onto the hard tire into P7. Did a really great job on the start. But also the first drivers here. And look at the Butcher here. Chasing down Brent and already gained a position. Bruma into P8 on the back of the Renault, who is on the hard tire, so he should have more grip in the beginning phase. And it's interesting to see, and it looks like a little bit of he set the door open there. Please be safe, guys, to each other. And Bruma really eager to go up front and already into P7. Really great job here from the Brazilian driver in his home Grand Prix. What a start from Bruma from P10 to P7 in less than one lap. What a beginning of our Brazilian driver. Oh, and here is the Renault driver who is trying to get that position back, but he backed out of that fight there. What can Bruma do here at the beginning? And also a great start from Daluca on the Mercedes there. Waiting till DRS is on here in Brazil, and do we have some nice battles up the field here? And yes, we have for the last podium. Look at that train here from P10 till I think it's P15, and it's Maggot really close to the back there of Livingwall. He was, but not anymore. A man like Donkey is trying to get past Rekka into the Renault on the hard tires. Can he manage to do that? We got some blue flags right in the front corner. I don't hope this is glitched right here. It's still not being able to get past the Renault in the harder tire. We got DRS enabled, and that makes it a lot easier to overtake. Look at the train forming up behind those guys. Can he take to the inside here? I think he can. But thus they let each other live, it seems like. And here we have the William driver. What a great start, to be honest. Let's take a look at the starts, guys. He managed to gain up 8 places already, but also Bruma going up 3. Great job for him, and Maggot had a terrible start, as well as Lucis. So it's settling a little bit for the drivers here. And it's the Barcher who still is within the DRS range of Brent. I think he's doing it easy on his tires in the first couple of laps. But Brent is really looking forward to make a move on both Haas drivers. And it's Chalkes gaining really much on his teammate there. He forgot to put on the DRS open at the beginning as soon as he had it. But Brent is really catching up with those Haas drivers here. Chalk is getting really close to his teammate who is leading the race there. And it's Daluca closing in on Alex as well, really close. But let's take a look at the battle up in front. They're all fighting for the positions here in this final race of this season. And the Butcher is still within DRS range, so for that he's doing a really great job to get some free DRS here. Not involving into the battle, but the DRS is always nice to have. Going to take a look at the battle for the midfield here. Between, well, it's man like Donkey till I think it is P16 from Florian who are all within DRS range. Now look at that train there. Really spectacular to see after only 5 laps here in Brazil for the final round of the season. Ricker really used his ERS already, only 10% left, and Andrew has a lot of ERS left there. But don't forget, Ricca is here on the hard tire. He is on a different strategy. Let's have fun with the battle in front. Those guys are within the DRS range, and the Butcher is joining that battle as well. Chalker has been able to get through the back of his teammate, but not getting past him yet. Can he make a move now? He's very close now. I think he's a little bit too far away, or is he going to dive through the inside? No, he is not. And we see a little bit of a gap forming up to Brent and the Butcher there. Look at those lovely helicopter views here, helicopter shots here, really love them. And let's just enjoy the battle here for P1. It seems that the Butcher is really fast during the middle sector here, and he gains within a second almost every lap from those two guys here. Through the first sector, the second sector there. No incidents so far, and they're letting each other pass there. I'm pretty sure there were team orders, and can Brent take advantage of that? I'm pretty sure there were some team orders there. Because Svenatla was really backing out there. Oh, look at this racing. Can Svenatla take the position back on Brent? Well, I'm not so sure if there were team orders, if I'm seeing this battle right. Chalker's taking the lead, and look how close it is. It's within half a second between the top three right now. You have to be really skilled to race so close here into these cars on this game. And the Butcher is joining as well, getting some free DRS. And Bruma is not gaining on Daluka here. Has the Butcher saved some ERS? Yes, maybe a little bit. But those guys in the top three are so fast. Can they make a move? Can they make a move here? I think he is too far. And Brent is as well. But can Daluka make a move here on Alex in the racing point? Well, not yet. Can he do it here? No, he can't. And we see Bruma in the back coming in. 3.8 seconds away. A man like Donkey, his teammate won't be giving him a hard battle. They position themselves quite alright here. There we're seeing some guys go side by side, and it's Rika in the Renault with Andrew in the AlphaTauri there. The train has fallen in a little bit of a gap there between Liam and Skipsby. And Bruma not gaining here on Daluka. We got a yellow in sector 2. What happened there? Oh, and it looked like it's Florian. I think it's Florian. Yes, it definitely is. It doesn't look he has any damage. So let's head back to the battle up in front here. Between the two Haas. The AlphaTauri and also the Butcher in his Red Bull is joining that battle for the win. Yeah, Guido, they're giving him a hard time, but yeah, that is what racing is about. It's not only for yourself, but it's also a team's effort here. Maybe if you can't pass those guys, and if you are quicker, you have to maybe try an undercut to get past those guys. In my opinion, the Butcher is really cruising it here, keeping it steady and keeping an eye on in which position Bruma is. But the Butcher is definitely faster today than Bruma. 8 laps here in the Grand Prix of Brazil for the final round. And it looks like those guys are too far away to make a move, but maybe, well, maybe a man like Duncan can make a move, but I'm pretty sure he won't. Maybe Skipsby can do. Oh, look at the train here, forming up here with can Liam do something? Can Skipsy do something? A living while joining the battle as well? No, he can't. Let's stay on board in the view of Skipsy. He is lost on this close train here. Liam going a little bit wide there in front of him. And we're locking up a little. And the other drivers are joining the battle here again. It's Big Beer, Maggot and Livingwell who are joining the battle for the last points here. Chasing down Andrew into P9. And then we have Ricka, Liam, Skisby, Livingwell, Maggot, Big Beer, who are joining the battle here as well. We missed an overtake, I'm sorry, from Daluka, who has gained on Alex there. But no overtakes in this group here. Alex is again really close here to Daluka. But yeah, he can't make a move there. Can some of the drivers, can Skipsby do it here? Into the inside there of Liam. No, he backs out of that battle, and I think that's what's the good option to go there. And we got Brent outside of the arrest range of the Haas drivers. Can the Butcher make advantage of that? Can he gain a position? Because Brent is out of the arrest range within the two Haases right now. Putting it a little bit away there, but he has no DRS who is open now. Oh, and it's Brent who's going for the... Oh, and we got Fiscals pinned out there. No safety car yet, and it's Brent who is going for a different strategy, trying to undercut those Haases there. And that's exactly what the right decision maybe was from the Alfa Romeo driver here. He couldn't get past the two Haases there, and has to think of some other strategy options here. He's putting on to the medium tires to the end. It's a long way, but I think you can make it. The Butcher is cruising towards the two Haas drivers and trying to keep the gap between Daluka and Alex, as well as Bruma. Man like Donkey really close to his teammate, but I'm pretty sure he won't getting a move there. And I think the strategy the Butcher has in his mind is do exactly the same as Bruma is doing. Is Bruma pitting? Next lap I'm pitting. Putting on the same tire. Keeping this position between those two guys. And it's Brent who's now at P15. Here we are with Liam, really close to the random of Ricka, but Ricka has DRS as well. Ricka doing a really great job on those hard tires, and all the other guys around him on the softs. Great battle here, and it's Livingwell who's gained the position there of Skipsy. Unfortunately for him, Skipsy is AI at this moment. Can Brent take immediately advantage of this? Well, you also always have to be careful when racing the AI, because they are stupid as hell sometimes. Oh, and it looks like they touched their front wing, and now Megan gets in the way as well. That was a really late dive from Brent. Getting some grass on his cam here. Oh, and there we saw it, what can happen racing AI. It was a Maggot who lost his front wing. What's Brent doing here? Oh no. Daluka pitting, and Brent is just pushing him off the track there. And Skipsby is back here, but he won't be happy with the positions he lost. We got a yellow, and we got a virtual safety car. What happened? Where? It's Liam. Liam is out. And is Bruma pitting? No, they were past the pit. We got a penalty for Florian pitting. speeding to the pit lane. And it's a virtual safety car here in Brazil that takes us time to grab some moment to look at the table from now. It's the two Haas drivers into 1 and 2, and you got the Butcher in P3, Alex in 4 and Bruma in 5. Those guys still have to pit, of course. And there was a little bit of a brake check from Bruma because I think he was on the delta too high. And if you get a drive-through penalty, your championship is over. We got the Luca a drive-through. Unfortunately, here we go. It's green, green, green again, and we're racing again here in Brazil. If it stays like this today in the race, it's the Butcher who is going for the championship. And we have Alex pitting, so it keeps Bruma directly behind the Butcher. And now the poker game has begun here in Brazil between the driver of the Red Bull and the driver of the Williams there. Not sure what happened with Liam, the young Dutchman, who crashed in the previous lap. Unfortunately for him, his season ended with the DNF in the last race today. Here we are on board with the Sminatla into the Haas with a lot of ERS left. Oh yeah, I would say that was a stupid mistake to make there, because you surely had to wait on your teammate if he was going into the pit there. Great decision last minute from him, probably giving him a warning from track limits. But yeah, it's Bruma who is directly now behind the Butcher, 9.9 seconds away from him, and we get Brent the fastest lap of today. Chalkers gets right behind the battle here between the McLarens here, and it's Big Bear going for the inside move there on Ricca. Is he being able to pull it off? No, he isn't. And now it's excited to see what are the guys in front doing with the pit stop strategy here. Who is going to be the first one to pit for the championship decider between the Butcher and Bruma? Well, for the Butcher, the gap to Bruma is steady now at 10 seconds, but I'm really curious to see if he is going with, or that if he is pitting. Yes, and he's pitting. What is Bruma going to do? And I think he's going to pit as well. But where does he get through it? All to the medium tires, but here we have those guys on the hards. And now it's getting really exciting. Also a late safety car would be really exciting to see up here. Here we have Alex, and I think the Butcher will stay in front of the racing point there. Yes, he is. The two Haas drivers still in front here. And Brent actually did quite alright. The Butcher was in his DRS range when Brent went in. And the Butcher is outside DRS range from now. Sminotla lost 1.5 seconds going out one lap later than the leader Chalkers, and Livingwell is doing a really great job as well with Ricca and Big Bear on the hards. Yeah, it looked like a reset to track, but that's what happens in Brazil. I've got a talent for grabbing that reset to tracks on screen, but that's what happens when you're in the grass at that moment. So I'm sure he didn't do that on purpose. Here we have Brent on the back of the Renault of Ricca. And, well, the gap between the Butcher and Bruma increased by 1.5 seconds. Well, it looked very dangerous with Big Bear because it was very dangerous, but he couldn't do anything about it there. The game just resets you to track when you're onto the grass, onto the middle part. He couldn't do anything about it there. Here we are with Brent, who is chasing Rika, but Rika has the DRS there of Living Wall. But Brent has the really fresher tires, the 5 lap salt mediums. And the Butcher closing it down on him as well. Minatla doing everything to get back in the DRS range of his teammate Chalker. He's setting in the fastest lap in a 109. Great job from the Haas driver there, but this is the battle to watch out for tonight here in Brazil. Living Well going wide there. Old hard tires, and Rika are holding on those same hard tires as well, starting on the hard from the beginning, but it's still too soon to go to the softs. They can last like 12, 13, 14 laps maybe, but you're definitely going to lose some time there. Where is the Butcher going? And there he is on the back of Brent, and within the arrest range. Here he goes, putting in everything on the line here for the championship. What a race we are seeing here in Brazil for the last race of this season, the championship decider of category 2 for the RLH F1 2020. There he goes to the inside. A late braking. Oh, and it's a little bit of a touch there from the Renault driver. And what can the Butcher do? Can he take advantage of it? He's definitely trying. Oh, and there goes Rika. And we get a great point of view here from the Butcher, who is just chasing those guys here. And he's got the momentum there. On the inside, what a move it is! Can he make it too? No, he can't. But what a move there from the Butcher, gaining a position on Rika. And that surely is going to be good for the timing there for him. What a move there from the Butcher onto the fresh mediums, better traction, and onto a really great move. And he definitely showing why he is fighting for the championship in category 2. At the other end, we're seeing Sminatla as well in the DRS range of his teammate, but not close enough to make a move. But can the Butcher immediately make a move on Brent here? Oh yeah, look how fast he is! Onto the outside here! Yes, he is! P4 for the Butcher, now into P4 on championship course here. Great job from the Red Bull driver here in the final race of this season. Now chasing down Living Wall there. And where is Bruma? Bruma is into P9, but we got two drivers who still had to pit in front of him, between him and the Butcher. What a battle we are seeing in the final race here of this season between those two guys. The Butcher is almost into the DRS range of Living Wall. What about the DRS of Brent? They are almost the same. Can the Butcher make it 3 in a row? 3 overtakes in 3 laps? I think he can. Let's hop on board with the Red Bull driver to see what he can do here. On to the inside here, making it look easy. From the cockpit view to the helicopter view, great move for the championship. Current championship leader if it stays like this. Brent get 3 seconds warning, and that can help Bruma at the end. Bruma currently P8. And we've got a message from a reporter on the grid giving it interviews with the drivers on track. Living Lion crashed because he was blocked during the pit entry by Living Wall. Unlucky for him to end his last race this season in this way. Unfortunately for him, he had a DNF by his race today. Here we are on board with the Butcher, who already is gaining off Livingwall 1.2 seconds and time to save his ERS again. And it's Brent pitting there, and we got Sminatla with multiple warnings as well. We don't see that much from the Haas driver there, and it points Alex into P5, and can Bruma take advantage of the guy pitting right now? And I think he can. Bruma currently into P7. And if the Butcher can still take a hold onto that P3, it doesn't really matter where Bruma is ending, because the difference will be 1 point after this race. So it's up to Bruma to drive to the Butcher, hunt him down and take that P3. We got Chalkers, who is past, I'm sorry guys, and we got a yellow in sector 2. Minatla passed his teammate there with the DRS. Can he make it switch back there? And it's Bruma moving up to P6 because Big Bear has pitted there. But it's still a long way to the Butcher there. He has to make up more than 1 second a lap, and I don't think that's doable. But you never know which mistakes there are going to be made here on track. And it's Chalkers who is losing some time here on his teammate. He is outside of the DRS range, so that's definitely not going to making a move. Can Andrew make a move here on Man Like Donkey? He is really close, but I think it is Man Like Donkey. Oh no, he doesn't have DRS, so can he make it here? And he tries it here on the inside. Great move here from the AlphaTauri driver. Makes it a move there on the outside of the Williams. Oh, and it's the Butcher who gets a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings there for the guy in P3. That makes it interesting for Bruma to get within those 3 seconds, but also for Alex, because if Alex can move within 3 seconds of the Butcher will go to P4, and then if Bruma is in P5, it's Bruma who is going to take the championship. So that time penalty makes it very interesting for Alex, but also Bruma to getting closer to the top here. Let's up on board with some battles going on here on track. The guys onto the softs. We got Brent on fresh mediums. He pitted again, and now Rika is on. Livingwall is on the back of Rika here, both on fresh softs. Only 10 laps here in the championship decider of the RLH Category 2 Season 8. Here we see Livingwall onto the inside for turn 1, making it look easy there. And there Rika is onto P10. Florian in his back onto the medium tires there. Do we have some other nice battles? I don't think so. Yeah, it's Man Like Donkey trying to get the position there back from Andrew, but Andrew aiming for another position from Bruma. But that won't be easy because Bruma is there on the medium tires, and Andrew is on the hard tires, who are older than the mediums from Bruma. Well, never say never, Evil. never say never. There could be a late safety car. There could be the Butcher gaining another penalty. But yeah, it looks very hard from him. It looks very hard from our Brazilian driver. Eager to take it home here into his home Grand Prix. But at this moment, it's not looking good from him. Let's take a look at here for Rika, but Livingwell is going really fast ahead of him already without DRS. And it's settling quite alright here in Brazil. No big battle here going up. Only 9 laps to go, guys, here in Brazil at the Interlagos circuit on Tuesday 13th of April for the last race of this season. And what a season it has been. The Butcher was really good at the beginning of the season, gaining a quite good lead over the rest of the drivers, but then Bruma stepped in and started with just after the break week. He started to win more and more and claiming that victory is all over. But then the Butcher stepped up again in the last couple of races, and there we see a huge lockup from the left of the AlphaTauri from Andrew. The Butcher stepped up again and claiming some good points over Bruma to make it a very interesting ending of this season here. We got a yellow in sector 1, and it's Big Bear who crashed. No safety car yet, but his front wing is totally gone there. Luckily, I think the Butcher isn't hoping for a safety car there. And Bruma is maybe hoping for a safety car there. Only 8 laps to go here. Big Bear, unfortunately for him, unlucky race. And it looks like Chalker is just staying in a good range of his teammate to claim the victory there. The Butcher is riding quite steady. And we got Alex in the racing point, not really gaining on the Butcher there. That speaks also for Bruma. The gap is keeping it steady at 10. That's not something he tries to do, of course, but yeah, for now he can't do anything about it. Then we have Andrew onto the hard tires in 6. Man like Donkey in 7, and Livingwell is there on the inside of Brent with the softer tires. Yeah, that's an easy move for the driver from Sweden. Rika gets the time penalty as well. And it's Grant who has already a yellow fuel light going off in his cockpit at the moment. He should really take care of that fuel, because otherwise it will be a very unlucky ending. And he picks up a 3-second time penalty as well here. He is within the arrest range, but it looks like Livingwell has the advantage here. Waiting here for the final couple of laps in Brazil, the final race of this season. Who is going to be the champion of Category 2? We're going to find out in less than 10 minutes, guys, and then we have a new champion for the RLH. The only way Bruma still can win it is to gain a position. That can happen because one of the guys in front will crash out. Maybe there will be a late safety car and then he stays within the 3 seconds of Bruma. Or the Butcher made a mistake for himself, which takes him out of the race. But if the case will stay the same like this, we will have a new champion from the Netherlands, from Red Bull, the Butcher. Andrew is gaining a little bit here on Bruma, and he tries to get his car within the arrest range of Bruma. And that's not something Bruma definitely is wanting here. And I think he's still outside the arrest range. Yes, he is. So no DRS yet here from Andrew from Romania. 4 laps to go here in Brazil, where the two Haas drivers are cruising towards the P1, P2. A double podium for the guys, a 1-2 from the Haas here. Gunther Steiner would be happy. The Butcher is currently into P3 in the Red Bull driver, who is going to be lapping Big Bear in a couple of minutes, or maybe not, because Big Bear is on the soft tires there. So he should be faster. Then we have Alex in the racing point, great job from him. And Bruma in 5th position in his home Grand Prix here. Andrew is within the DRS range for now, so interesting to see if he can battle for P5 there. A little bit of a lock up on the right front, but no major loss of time there. He definitely is within the DRS range now, and can he take it towards Bruma? I think he's still too far away, but he's definitely gaining time there. And look at Liverpool. Oh, and look, we have Luca retired. Do we have his late safety car? Virtual safety car there. We have here Daluca on to the right. Crazy way to end it up there. But it's a virtual safety car. And stay under the delta for the guys up in front. And especially Bruma and the Butcher. That's a really late crash, and if that was a safety car, I think Bruma was crowned champion. The car is already towed away, so let's hope we can continue racing quite fast again. I think the guys in front are doing really careful, and we are racing again. We are green here in Brazil, and look how close Andrew is on the back here of Bruma, using overtake all he got. And we have a nice battle here with Livinwell and men like Donkey as well. Livinwell, of course, onto the soft tires with a lot of ERS left. Can he immediately make the move here on the Williams driver, the teammate from Bruma? Look how close he is right here. I'm going to keep an eye out for Andrew and Bruma. But I think Andrew is still too far away to make a move here. But Livinwell is definitely not. On the inside there, even before the starting finish line, he makes the move done. Claiming P7 for now. And I think Andrew is too far away. He is too far away, but Andrew is not too far away off the back of Ruma. Saving up ERS here to getting closer and closer and maybe take for one final leap in the end. The two Haas drivers are almost starting their last lap. And we're heading back to the top of the field in just a minute after those guys here crossing the finish line here, and maybe we see a nice late overtake here from Andrew in the AlphaTauri. We are in the final lap of this season, and we are here on board with Andrew, who is close to the Williams of Ruma, using all of his ERS, and now DRS is there as well. Can he make a move? Onto the outside here. A little bit of a luck up, but I think he has made the move done, but is Bruma not giving up there? Because he is fighting for the championship. Oh, there was a little bit of bumping into each other. We're heading back to the top of the race here. Svinatla going on to the final straight, but we're here on board. And if nothing strange happens, our champion of category 2. What a season the Butcher has had here. What a season, what a start, and what a way to end it. It looked like he was about to going to lose it to Bruma, but his last 3 races and he's weaving onto the straight, celebrating the championship here. What a job, what a champion. Congratulations from me to the champion of C2. Here we have Alex into P4. And here we have Bruma, who was leading the championship until today. Did a really great job, but is ending P2 in the championship. We have a new champion, and the new champion is the Butcher into Red Bull. Great job from our driver from the Netherlands. And I'm pretty sure he wants to get up the podium for some interviews to say what his race was and how he feels about the championship. Our newly crowned champion. Congratulations to the Butcher, who did a really solid job here today. Had a good qualification sessions, did what he had to do, simply be quicker than Bruma, and did not make a mistake. So today he raced like a champion and really deserved the win today. Here we have some similar faces as we have had last races onto the podiums here. The two Haas drivers having an amazing season, especially the last half, grabbing those victories almost every week and claiming those victories, claiming those podium places quite fast. Chalkers and 1, Minotla in 2. The Butcher makes it the last podium in P3 and the championship. Alex in 4th. Bruma in his home Grand Prix is disappointed with P5, but started from P10, so great job from him as well. Andrew in 6th. Man Like Donkey 7. Living Well in 8th. 9th Bricka. Brent in 10. Skitsby in the Ferrari at 11. Florian at 12. Lewis at 13. Big Bear on the magical number 14. Not happy about his race, of course, for sure. Maggot in 15. Let's Get Physical 16, DeLuca 17, and Liam closing it down for this season of the RLH. Thank you all for watching, and let's hope we get some guys up for the interviews. And I hope you will stay on with me. And if you have any questions for our champion, but also for the other guys on the podium, let's hear them in the chat. I'm already going to invite them in a minute. So let's see if we can find the guys here. Here we have Chalkus, of course. And we're going to invite the other guys as well. Hi, Chalkers. Thank you all for joining. We're going to invite your teammate as well as, of course, the champion of this season, the Butcher. Let's see if I can get him up here. I can't see your teammate. Or doesn't he have any voice? That could be the thing as well. I don't think so. Yep. Yes, please. Well, let's wait a minute till the Butcher is here. How was your race?
Close one, real close one. I'm sure you caught the freeway battle between me, Brent, and Sminutler, and
yes,
it was actually us going for third in the championship today. All of us were going for that, so it was basically a sort of winner takes all situation. I feel like really unlucky for Brent today. He got caught up behind a disconnected car and got wing damage.
Yep. We saw it on stream as well. Well, unlucky
on his part. Again, and also very unlucky with Sminutler's penalty. I mean, he would have needed fastest lap to equal it or win in terms of the standings itself anyway. So I just wanted to keep things close. I knew that if I stayed within that 3 seconds penalty, I think I've mathematically got third. I'm not entirely sure.
Yes, you are.
Well,
so you're now third in the championship and as well in the race of champion, of course. But we're coming to that later. We got the champion here of Category 2, Season 8 for the RLH F1. Congratulations on P3 and also a great race. How it was unfolded all the way was exactly how you wanted to be in front. So congratulations on that. What was your thoughts from start of the race, within the quali, and then ending?
Well, let's first start an hour before the race. I was thinking like, don't let it be a rain race or a light rain race. So I got lucky on that because I could manage to practice that a lot. But after all, it was dry, and I feel really lucky that my pace was really strong today, and I could actually manage those 3 guys in the first stint, keep them in 1 second, so that I could have used that DRS on straight every time. So that was a big advantage for me to keep getting that gap to, from behind actually.
Yeah, you did a really great job starting with the qualification session, which you were in P5, had a great start immediately to P4, and then got the hang of those top 3 in front of you. It's which part of the race did you manage in your head that you are going to win the championship this season?
Well, I had like 2 moments that like I was on no penalties at all, and you know when you're thinking about getting pens, it's like you're gonna get one.
Yep.
And
I was in the same situation. I was like, there was so many times where I thought I was gonna get a warning and like get penalties. There was so many times that I thought that, and I thought I was gonna lose the win today.
I had the same. I had like 2 warnings, so I said, head down, let's go, don't lose your mind, and just one lap later, bump, getting that penalty. So at that moment I was thinking like, damn, I need to get more pace out of it, because I knew the gap behind was only 4 seconds. And after that, VSC actually, that VSC came up, and I was thinking like, oh, let's not be a safety car or anything. Because if it was a 3 second window that I had, that was all gone by that moment.
Yep, so it was.
I felt really lucky that was a VSC for another SC. So from that moment, I knew I was just I got it in the pocket if I could keep it on the track.
Yeah, well, you did a really great job all through the season, starting off really strong. Then you had a little bit of a setback in the beginning after the break week, but the last couple of races you managed to get back onto the fight for the top positions. when Bruma was really closing in and even gained a position at the final race. But you managed to grab it, to take the championship and be champion of this category. As well, earns you a spot into the Race of Champions on the 21st of April. Both of you, of course, with Bruma, for a C2 competing into the Race of Champions. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, actually looking forward to it. I didn't know actually it was the next week, but I saw it was Silverstone. And actually, I'm looking forward to it. Other car racing, racing another car, and yeah, let's see what it will bring.
Also, a full qualification session. What are your thoughts about that, Chalkers?
Oh, is it actually full quali? That's going to be very interesting.
Yes, it is.
Because it's going to open up a whole different road for everyone's tyre strategies. Saying, I know in certain races when I've raced a full quali, I have taken the hard tyre and qualified on the hard tyre in qualifying 2 when I've made it through. It's not always viable because obviously you don't always need the hard tyre depending on which track it is.
Yep.
But it's going to open a whole different road for strategies. See if everyone goes through, like in Q2 qualifying on the mediums. Everyone goes on the mediums because they know that people are going to obviously want to start on the better tyre.
Yeah,
So
and you'll be
it's
or you're going to be in the Alfa Romeo or in the Haas. That's one of the cars you're probably going to be driving. Yeah, you're feeling familiar with the Haas, of course.
Yeah, I'm feeling familiar with both, considering I've been doing a bit of filling in over in C1, and I've been driving the Alfa over there. So
yeah, but that's where
going to be a much difference for me.
Of course, it was with the equal performance, and it would be realistic. So it gives us a nice race to look forward to. Well, congratulations for Chalkers onto P3 in the championship. Great last race from you again. And also from the Butcher, really congratulations on the championship. Hope you get a little bit of a party tonight and enjoy it.
Yeah, of course.
All right. Thank you all for joining us at home as well and watching the stream. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Have a great evening until see you next week.
Yep.